We all want to be loved, but unfortunately, sometimes our inability to love ourselves and take care of ourselves, to gain self-awareness about ourselves, what we want and who we are, actually repels the love that we want to draw to us. So I'm going to give you 3 ways today that we repel love. Most of these, all they require to do better is self-awareness and working on yourself before you expect someone to do it for you. The first one of those ways we repel love is our expectations. Our expectations are faulty. And what happens in relationships is we expect someone to read our mind and do for us what we can't do for ourselves. So we tell ourselves, well, if he really loved me, he would bring me flowers. We don't get flowers. And then we sulk. We get mad. We're resentful. What would be better is to be able to state, I like to get flowers, and then if they don't get you flowers, maybe go get them for yourself. Take care of yourself. When your partner sees that you love yourself enough to go buy your own flowers, they'll be more encouraged to say, wow, they really like them. I'm going to go get them for them. Same way for you guys. If there's something you're expecting, like maybe on physical intimacy, you go, well, I'm with someone and I'm committed and therefore I should get more sex or more physical touch and, hugs. You can't expect that. Your partner can't read your mind. Talk to them. And if you expect sex as a payoff for commitment, then you're really going in the wrong area. Commitment comes from you wanting to join this person, share a life. It has as much to do with the emotional aspect of a relationship as it does the physical. The second one, we all want to be loved and cared for. Of course you do. If you say, I don't want to be loved or cared for, oh, don't worry about me, I'm getting enough. I don't really need you to pay special attention to me, or whatever you tell your partner, then you go home and you're angry about it and you get resentful and you say to yourself, they should have known. No, that's not how being a responsible person is. If you want something, you have to verbalize it. You have to say it out loud to your partner. But before you can say it to your partner, you have to admit it to yourself. You have to quit feeling ashamed or embarrassed or vulnerable by saying, I do have needs. I do want my needs met. And this is what I have in plan or in my ideas of what someone who loved me would do for me. Tell your partner blatantly, outright, be direct. If they don't want a part of that, they'll leave. But much better than you playing along, feeling resentful, and them thinking they're pleasing you and taking care of you, and they're not holding up their end. And then you guys stay together and it ends up in a divorce. And believe me, I work with that a lot. It's a common thing. And lastly, when we believe we're not enough and we look for our partner to convince us that we are, come on now. You know that's not going to work. If you don't love you, if you don't value you, you will take anything you get, but you'll blame your partner for not loving you or not valuing. And they're just like, I'm looking at you. I don't see you loving yourself. I don't see you taking care of yourself. So much of this thing we call self-care, people think is a superficial aspect. I don't want to pamper myself too much. Why not? If that's what you need, self-awareness is about understanding what you need to feel cared for and loved and secure in a relationship. If you don't know what those things are, and if you're not clear enough to be able to tell someone you're dating or engaged to what they are, then you are going to have a failed relationship. Or you're going to have a relationship that stays together for some other reason, the kids, whatever you have invested, maybe time. But ultimately, what we're all trying to do is create healthier relationships where what we're doing with another person is actually making us happy. It's the relationship we chose for our life.